Firstly, I'd like to regret the inconvenience caused. Honorable Chief Minister was supposed to inaugurate the session, but now it is being done by Chairman UPSC. Chief Minister could not make it because of a couple of unforeseen developments. But nevertheless, I'm sure he will be more than happy to note that more than 25 states are represented here. More than 25 states have sent their chairmen. We're extremely delighted about it. As a new state, as the youngest state in India today, in fact, the one advantage that we have, as you may have realized when our chairman spoke, when our chairman basically gave the introduction, we have the luxury of not carrying the baggage. So we have this luxury and a cushion of making a clean slate beginning. So when we started off with TSPSC, the initial deliberations were all about how to correct the previous injustices, how to ensure that the process becomes as transparent as possible, how to instill confidence among our youth about transparent recruitment process in the government machinery, especially when it comes to government employment. Because one of the primary challenges, one of the primary demands of the Telangana agitation was justice and was ensuring that the local children here, the local students here, get their due share in government employment. That was one of the biggest demands with which our universities, be it Osmania, be it other universities across the state, Kakatiya, Shatavahana, Palamuru, etc., where students have agitated in a big way. So eventually when our turn came, eventually when the state came into being, our state, our Honorable Chief Minister, along with the members of TSPSC and along with the chairman of TSPSC, has taken it upon himself to make this as transparent as possible. So therefore, when we started off in the right earnest, and in fact, there are several initiatives that I can tell you which have really made this process extremely transparent and in fact worth emulating by various public service commissions across the country. We've started off with what is called a one-time registration. In fact, for all the students, for all the aspirants for government employment, we've started off developing a common database, which today I think has exceeded at least a few millions. In fact, it also operates as a virtual employment exchange, where all the students and all the potential job seekers can come in, file their details, and based on their qualifications, based on their aspirations, SMSs and email alerts will be sent whenever notification comes about. So it becomes extremely engaging, extremely interactive. Secondly, I think we are one of the few states in the country, besides UPSC of course, to conduct CBRT, the computer-based recruitment tests, which I believe ultimately are the way to go forward. In fact, sir, I would also like to quickly share with you that we just had our civic body elections to the city of Hyderabad only day before yesterday on the 2nd of February. In fact, the low turnout as expected in an urban setting, which is only 45%, has also started us, we also started thinking whether we should make how our chairman has made our online recruitment test, how he kicked it off. We started also thinking as a political party and as a political system, maybe the time has come for also allowing online voting, because ultimately I think urban voters typically, definitely if we impose the right kind of restrictions and ensure that the right people vote with all the right checks and balances in place, then I think the time has come for us as a country also to take a call on online voting as well. Sir, like I said, since we do not have the baggage of the past, we made a very clean slate beginning, not just by way of our one-time registration and by way of our CBRT. In fact, when the examinations were happening real time, we had webcasting happen and we had a command control center in the TSPSC office, which were being monitored by various experts. And even our interviews and even our interviewing process is extremely transparent. There has not been a single instance of any kind of misdoing or an allegation of a misdoing either, and it has been extremely transparent and extremely exemplary. We in fact had several states come and visit us in the last 1 year. The youngest PSC in the country has already shown the way to a lot of public service commissions across the country by way of leading from the front, by way of leading by example. We're extremely proud of our public service commission and the couple of changes that have been, the couple of issues that have been mentioned by our Honorable Chairman. I'll certainly ensure the financial and the administrative autonomies that are being sought by the Public Service Commission. I'll certainly share it and I'll certainly bring our Honorable Chief Minister's attention to the matter. And I'm sure he'll be more than happy to support the initiative because we believe only when you empower the Public Service Commission by way of autonomy, can then you operate fully independently and fully transparently. Also, sir, today we have a situation where lakhs and lakhs of children from our country travel abroad, take various exams online to countries like United States, to countries like United Kingdom, Australia, etc. in pursuit of higher education. They take a lot of online tests, and these are administered from overseas in various time zones in a very asynchronous fashion. So if we can do such a humongous exercise, if students can go through such exercises by way of making sure the time zones are also taken care of, there is no reason why we in our country cannot follow a similar practice when it comes to recruitment examinations. So going forward, I think Telangana has already started the ball rolling, kept the ball rolling. I'm sure with Mr. Thomar's experience and Mr. Gupta's experience, I'm more than sure that the momentum will only increase, and in fact, tomorrow your interaction with the IT industry here will also facilitate in understanding your challenges, from the IT industry perspective, in understanding what it is that is being sought to make this more transparent, to make this more efficient, because ultimately, I think time has come for us to reduce the cycles of various examinations. It cannot be months on together. We have to ensure that examinations are conducted in a transparent process, results are also announced at the earliest possible, and interviews are also conducted in a timely fashion, so that students and job aspirants do not lose valuable time. At the same time, our government's commitment to the Telangana State Public Service Commission and to the recruitment drive in our state is full, sir. In fact, any kind of recruitment that happens in our state today completely happens through the Public Service Commission in an extremely transparent manner. And in fact, even all of our members who have been chosen by our Honorable Chief Minister and by the government are experts in various fields. They have cross-functional expertise in a variety of fields: education, law, legalities, and various other disciplines. So all in all, we have ensured that this youngest state in the country today has set a good example, has led by example, and I'm sure these deliberations over the next 2 days, today and tomorrow, will give you an opportunity to not only experience the city of Hyderabad, not only enjoy our hospitality, but also will give you deeper insights into what needs to be done to make this more efficient in days to come.
నేను ఆనాడే రాజశేఖర్ చెప్పిన, రాజశేఖర్ రెడ్డి నువ్వు ఉండేది కడపరా బాబు, మాకెందుకు ఇబ్బంది పెడుతున్నావు, వీళ్ళను అల్లుళ్ళ లెక్క ఎందుకు చూస్తున్నావు అంటే ఆయన ఇడలే, ఆయన మీదికి పోయిను, మేము పరిశానులు ఉన్నాం.